The fall of communism was as decisive a turning point in modern history as the French or Russian revolutions. In 1989, the Soviet Empire in Eastern Europe collapsed. The division of Europe, symbolised by the Berlin Wall, crumbled. The Cold War began to recede into historical memory, and more pluralistic, democratic states emerged where one-party dictatorships have dominated for 4 decades. It was a unique time of celebration, and I was privileged enough to see it all unfold before my eyes on TV. Hardly anyone predicted such a spectacular collapse of the monolithic ruling order in Eastern Europe and the Soviet bloc, which made such events even more exhilarating. However, it is almost 30 years later and a new black cloud hangs over traditional Western democracies. Instead of an iron curtain dividing the East and Western Europe, it now appears to encircle the UK, which is beginning to resemble a police state rather than a liberal democracy. The English bobby is now a political tool incarcerating British citizens for what they think. The home of George Orwell is now fast becoming the home of Big Brother, 1984 style. The thought police, in conjunction with a compliant judiciary, appear to have turned on their own people in the name of political correctness, wasting precious police resources hauling away infirm pensioners because they used banned words online. A week ago, I didn't know who Tommy Robinson was. I soon discovered that he is the latest victim of the heavy hand of justice in the UK. Fast-tracked imprisonment for 13 months in a high-security jail for merely reporting outside of a courthouse. He may have technically breached a reporting ban, but that doesn't justify the extent of his punishment. This appears to me to be a grossly vindictive act by a panicking authority. Taking a stance on child grooming gangs has made him public enemy number 1 in their eyes. Now he seems to be on the cusp of a global martyr status, in spite of most of the toxic mainstream media putting a self-imposed ban on his story. Meanwhile, real criminals roam the streets free because they add to the diversity of the crumbling British culture. Elites in the UK fiddle while England burns. It's okay for them as they live a comfortable life in cloistered, gated communities, never having to encounter the reality that confronts most British citizens. What has happened to the land that brought us the Magna Carta? How have they allowed this rot to set in? Unfortunately, I believe that Australia isn't immune to this PC contagion. In Victoria, the police have been muzzled from reporting the ethnicity of gangs terrorising innocent victims. Is this the thin edge of the wedge before state control escalates to imprisoning people because of what they say or post online? I would have thought not until recently, but there is an ominous trend in Western democracies at the moment. We can't take any of our hard-fought freedoms for granted anymore. The UK may be our future. If so, God help us all.